Season opener for the BMW IBSF Men's Skeleton World Cup at Yanqing in China. After the first of two heats, China's Yanqing lay in 9th position. A strong start in the first heat, the third quickest man. He improved on that pace in the second, easing away from Great Britain's Craig Thompson at the bottom of the top 10, and his second heat looking a lot tidier than his first. Mistakes had crept in below the Kreisel in Heat 1, and again they did in Heat 2, but he managed to steady the ship and kept the speed on board. It was a handy lead despite the lukewarm reception from his coach. Next up for the Ukraine, Vladislav Heraskevich finished in 18th place in the Winter Games here, 8th place after the end of the first run on his next time at the track. Second best speed at the Kreisel, using his confidence, his courage and his great gliding technique, bringing the speed. Not able to hang on to his slender first heat advantage of 0.07 of a second over Yanqing. Even the top speed at the line, not enough to save him. Yin stayed in the leader's box. Yin was still leading the race as we got to Korea's Jung Seung-gui. Fastest starter in the first heat, he took another 100th off that in the second heat. 5th place after the first run. He had 3/10 in hand from the first heat over his Chinese rival and just managed to creep back in front in the lower reaches of the track. 1,600 metres of ice is plenty to make mistakes, but he claimed the lead by 1/10 with 4 sleds still to go. After reigning champion Matt Weston of Great Britain had fallen by the wayside, it was down to Chen Wenhao of China to try and take the lead away from the Korean Jung. Chen had been in 3rd place after the first heat with a near quarter-second advantage over his Korean rival, and he built on that, extending his advantage, building up the speed in the lower reaches of the track. His career best had previously been a bronze medal in Innsbruck earlier in the year, and he looked on target to match that as he took the lead with 2 to go. 2022 Olympic champion Christopher Groothair hadn't led the first heat. He'd been a 10th off in 2nd place. He needed an exceptionally neat and tidy run, and he got one with a good strong start. He laid down a marker for his leading rival who was yet to come. Chen Wenhao had been 1,700ths behind, and Groothair more than doubled that before the end of the run. It was a calm, confident and quick run from the German, and that would pile the pressure on the final man out of the starting blocks. That final man was Yanqing, the Olympic bronze medalist from 2022. Another year or so of development on his home track. Did he have what it took? Well, early on he consolidated his advantage, but trouble out of turn 2 and 4 meant that he was losing speed all the way down. He wasn't going to win it, but would he take a medal? Closing in on the line, he just had enough to take the bronze. It certainly looks like it. The first World Cup win of the season for Christopher Groothair, and career highs with silver for Chen Wenhao and a first medal, bronze for Yanqing. But last year's World Cup champion, the Olympic champion Christopher Groothair, has a great start to the season. There were 3 Chinese athletes in the top 5 here in Beijing, but Groothair beat them all.